Hello, this is the Ethereal Aquarian. I'm bringing you your Mirror Souls Moon Scope for Earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. My moon scopes are based on the ingress of the moon by sign. We're currently in Libra until the 13th of June. These are for Earth signs in separation. If you're on a twin flame journey, you're going to mirror each other's energies in some form, fashion, or way. So when I do these readings, the energy is fluid. In some way, this is going on in both of your lives. Maybe not in the same, it's not maybe representing itself in your life in the same manner, but in some way, this energy is coming up internally for one, externally for the other, within your family with one, within yourself for the other. Some way this is going to be mirrored energy between you and your divine counterpart. Again, this is for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, based on the ingress of the moon. We're currently in the sign of Libra. And here we are. And the first card's position here is the Ten of Wands. So there's definitely some burdens. Feeling burdened. Feeling like you have got way too much. You've taken on too much. Whether or not you've admitted that this is, self-inflicted burden, when I look into the heart space, I want to say that that's very well possible because I have the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups being the energy of walking away. This Eight of Cups is speaking on walking away, but regretfully so, with sadness, walking away. There's three of the cups down with five of them up. This is regret and sorrow, just remorsefully and regretfully looking back at things when, the regret and the remorse is a very heavy burden on you. And then this Seven of Pentacles, the way I see this position with five of the pentacle up, two down, this is definite, and it being in the heart space, mind you, this is telling me that there is some self-reflection. When I see two pentacles down and five pentacles up, it's feeling like you've been left out in the cold, but asking yourself the correct, why do I feel left out in the cold? What was my part in it? Because, with the five pentacles being left out in the cold, the two being down, it's like feeling left out in the cold because of your own inability to balance something, in your own inability to integrate something. So and with it being in the heart space, I say that this is definite self-reflection, but it coming from a position of not fully seeing the self-love that's needed to pull out of this. The headspace is Six of Pentacles. This headspace is knowing the right thing, knowing what is balanced and what is fair, like physically knowing. But sitting in that regret, and the possible outcome is Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. Now, the way the pentacles are on this five, two up, two down, and that one in the middle. So it's that balance that's needed, that inner reflection. And to me, this is kind of a cycle that you can get into. You know that you need to be fair. You feel left out in the cold. Again, this balance that needs to be achieved to get that Ace of Pentacles that's in the middle here. So that's no longer obviously feeling left out. That Spirit will gift you this pentacle. Nobody else has to gift it to you. Spirit has it for you when this balance, when you drop the juggling and you see Spirit handing you this is no longer an energy you need to be in, but, it's clouded. You see the pentacle is clouded by balancing and juggling all around it. So that's what leaves you feeling left out in the cold. This being the heart space, there's walking away. There's knowing. This is knowing you need to walk away, but it's a sadness that's kind of clouding everything. That sadness, and I believe based off of The underlying energy being the Ace of Cups in reverse. It's definite self-love that needs to be achieved here. This is probably beating the biggest dead horse amongst all the zodiacs, and it does not apply solely to twin flames, but you know, a majority of twin flames are definitely grappling with this concept, the self-love, what it is to achieve that. And it's so hard, those recordings that we have from when we're young, the feelings of unworthiness, the feelings of doubt and guilt and shame and regret, and all of those lower vibrational feelings that just keep you bogged down and will keep you in a dark mental prison. Because we know in our heads, why can't we achieve this balance of fairness? Why can't we get ourselves out of feeling left in the cold? Why can't we just walk away? What? And here Spirit is saying, it's your cup. Your cup is empty. It's poured out. It's not this upright one. It's this, see, there's the two hearts that are down and one up. One being in the center that needs to be the right way. Spirit says you have to fill your cup. Well, how do I do that? Meditate. Oh, meditate. It is so important to meditate. It is so, I had some of my best visions, and I'll do another video on some of my meditations and the visions that came through to me, and some of the epiphanies that came to me in my meditations that helped me see, not immediately. It wasn't like I had a meditation and, oh, now I know, and it worked and everything clicked. It took meditating, seeing what it was, and then working at it. You know, you can't, if you don't know, that's one thing. But once it comes illuminated to you, now you have the choice of working for it and getting it, attaining it, and no longer choosing to be left out in the cold. There's 5 of Pentacles in 2 spaces in this reading. Well, there's 3 if you want to count from the 6 of Pentacles. So knowing is wonderful, but how do we feel it? It's by doing the work. And like I said, I will do some additional videos outside of the moon scopes to just share my visions and my epiphanies that came with my self-love journey. But earth signs, this is definite self-love that's needed. Forgiving of yourself, loving of self, be kind to yourself. Open the door to yourself. I said I married myself again when I really realized what needed to do, and then I started actively putting in the work to rewrite the recordings that we have in our minds, the bad inner dialogue. I hate using the word bad, but the negative inner dialogue that we have in our minds that keeps us in these places, these dark mental prisons. It's a release that comes, and a release that helps you see that no matter where you are, who you are, what you're doing, Mom's got you. Gaia's got you. This earth is a gift, a blessing, and life is a gift and a blessing that's been gifted to each one of us. There's not a thing about it. It's a beautiful day. I'm sitting outside. It's so gorgeous. I hear the birds, and the blue sky is so beautiful. It's completely realizing you can be homeless with nothing, and you can be surrounded by people. It's all beautiful. It's all okay. You're okay. Put in work. Put in work for yourself. Put in as hard work as much hard work as it takes, and you will achieve. We all know what that is when we put in hard work and we get what we have been striving for, from the micro to the macro, from the minor leagues to the big leagues, we know. So there's no reason why that can't apply to self-love. Earth signs, this is the Ethereal Aquarian. I hope you've enjoyed your moon scope this evening. This has been for Twin Flames in Separation, based off the ingress of the moon by sign. We're currently in Libra till the 13th, and hopefully you've enjoyed. Take care. Bye.